A clear glass of water. It couldn't be contaminated by chemicals that were banned decades ago and manufactured thousands of miles away, right? Think again. There are traces of polychlorinated biphenyl compounds, or PCBs, in water around the world. Prior to the 1920s, PCBs were not a concern because they did not exist. These chemicals started being produced in the 1920s for use in electrical transformers, hydraulic fluids, construction materials, and many other products by companies such as Monsanto and GE. Whether by accident or on purpose, PCBs leaked out of manufacturing facilities and into the environment. One area that was particularly affected by these chemicals is the lower Hudson River.
Due to chlorine in the molecular structure, PCBs are heavier than water. This is one of the biggest issues with removing PCBs from the environment because when they enter a water source, they fall to the bottom of the body of water, such as a river, with sediments and form sinks. PCBs have a very low water solubility, so as the water flows over a sink, PCBs are slowly released back into the water, allowing the sinks to last for a very long time. Although the concentration of PCBs is very small due to their low water solubility, they are harmful to animals such as fish due to bioaccumulation. Bioaccumulation means that a chemical is more fat-soluble than water-soluble. So when the chemical enters the digestive system of an animal, it gets absorbed into the fat of the animal rather than being released. These chemicals then remain in the animal because of the reason they were designed in the first place. They are hard to break down even in harsh environments, causing the chemical to accumulate inside the organism. These chemicals are passed up the food chain to other animals, such as humans. Another concern with PCBs is their presence in aquifers. Once PCBs seep into groundwater, they will form sinks at the bottom of aquifers and slowly be released into the groundwater. Groundwater is accountable for 98% of the global fresh drinking water.
Concerns about these chemicals began to rise and their production was banned in the U.S. in 1979. However, the PCBs are not gone and will not go away for a very long time. They are known as persistent chemicals because they decompose very slowly and remain in the environment. So once sinks form, they remain there for a very long time. Take the lower Hudson River as an example. Since the EPA banned PCBs, over 150,000 pounds of PCBs have been dredged from the Hudson riverbed, but thousands of pounds still persist. To this day, people living along the lower Hudson River experience a higher rate of health issues, including cancer, infertility, and immune system disorders due to PCB exposure.
Even though PCBs were banned in 1979, almost 40 years ago, their effects still linger in the population surrounding the lower Hudson River and are detected in trace amounts in animals around the world. PCBs demonstrate that once chemicals are released into the environment, they can remain there for decades and have widespread effects.